Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Or if this is your first time, welcome and I hope you enjoy your stay. As some of you may know, I'm a huge fan of anime and Japanese culture ever since I started watching Sailor Moon when I was just a kid. And with the recent reboot of Urusei Yatsura in 2022, of course I had to give it a watch since the original was a fun time. While my opinions on that reboot are unrelated, it reminded me of a song that was made for the Italian dub of the show, which is super catchy. And turns out the song is actually considered lost media, as the only part that has been found is the snippet used in the opening itself. Just a quick thanks to Wang, as his video helped a lot with the information in my video, so go check him out if you haven't, he's pretty great. First we'll start with some background on the show, and then we'll move on to what we know about the song so far. Urusei Yatsura is a manga series written by Rumiko Takahashi, first serialized in Shogakukan's Weekly Shonen Sunday from September 1978 to February 1987. Spanning 366 chapters and 34 volumes, it'd be an understatement to say the series was popular. Of course, like most popular manga, it received an anime that began airing on October 14th, 1981 till March 19th, 1986. With that out of the way, we can begin talking about the anime. Also, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to refer to the show as Lamu instead of Urusei Yatsura moving forward, just because it's easier to say. The Italian theme for the anime is actually a completely original song, separate from all the other versions, and in my opinion it's also the best one. So what do we know about the song? Well, for starters, we have the first half of the song give or take found already, and that lightens the search a little bit, but that's when we hit our first roadblock. No singer or songwriter is credited for the creation of the song anywhere, and it obviously hasn't been released because we wouldn't be here if it was. One's first thought may be that, well, that is the whole song, as it's just for the opening sequence, but if you watch anime or most TV shows, you know that this definitely is not the case. I also want to get this out of the way real quick. There are fan extended versions on YouTube that claim to be the official version, but those are not the actual full song, unfortunately. So if no writer has been credited, how do we plan on trying to find the composer and or singer of this? Well, searchers opted to try finding a copyright by searching through the SIAE, which is an Italian copyright agency for music and pretty much anything else. The only thing related to Lamu was a cover of the theme by Raggy Fotonichi, but this ended up being a false lead as his band only did covers of cartoon songs and didn't actually write them. This left us with another option, which was contacting companies involved in the translation of the show to see if they may have a copy or a name for us to go off of. That brings us to Telecopri, a TV station that was airing Lamu at the time and was in charge of the translation. People that were searching of course attempted to get into contact with the company, but most of them went unanswered. Those that were, however, were never given any answers and they refused to comment. Except for one very important piece of information, which was that the song was already there when they got the show at the station, which means they weren't actually responsible for the song in the sequence, but instead it was believed to be a company called Rickman Sound, which was included in the credits section of Lamu. But again, there was one tiny issue with this. The company is actually defunct now, and you could imagine that it's pretty difficult to contact something that isn't there. However, new hope was ignited in the search. An article posted by Journal Pop claimed to have found the creators of the Lamu theme and interviewed them. Their names are Shuki Levy and Haim Saban, and in the interview itself, there wasn't much that necessarily proved that they were the creators, but it's what comes after this that supports their claim pretty heavily. On January 19th, 2020, a man named Franco Amorso posted about the search in a Facebook group and asked everybody who they thought the singer could be. A response from a person named Wally Rainbow says that the singer is a guy by the name of Noam Canil, who also sung the theme for Heathcliff, and it's pretty damning to say the least. But how does this connect to Haim and Levy? Well, in Noam's resume, he had worked on a few of the same songs as them, specifically some Power Rangers music, which means there was a very real possibility of him being the singer of this song from Lamu. They are very consistent collaborators and still work together on music to this day. And with that being said, the only way to confirm that Noam was in fact the singer was to try and get in contact. But of course, we all know how that usually goes. Most attempts at getting in contact with Noam didn't come up with any results, obviously, but eventually he did answer, and this was his response. Hello Franco, thank you for your kind message. I remember singing this song and I hear my voice clearly in it, but I'm not singing alone. It's more like a duet. Unfortunately, I don't recall at all the name of the singer. It was so many years ago in Los Angeles. If the name comes back to me, I'll write you again. Thank you. So with that, we know who made the song and who sung the lyrics, but we're still left with a few questions. Those obviously being, does anyone have the full version of the song, and who is that second singer no one was referring to? As far as I'm aware, there hasn't been any updates on this in a while, and we still haven't found the completed track yet. Whilst the mystery has made a ton of progress over the last decade or so, it has slowed down as of late, and hopefully we'll have a return soon to try and finally wrap it up. I really like the song, and if there's something I've missed, please let me know, because I'm very invested in this as a Lamu fan and music geek. This is where our search has halted for now, it seems, but I have hopes that we will find it soon enough. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, leave a like, and if you didn't, leave a dislike and let me know why. We're all for criticism around here. If you're new here, I hope you stick around, and thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, see you later.